which occurred in South Africa. The first event is the ANC. ANC, which was invented in 1930, it actually started governing in 1994, which fought racial discrimination and against apartheid. And in 1918, Nelson Mandela was born, which is the first leader of ANC, which was the person who actually fought the apartheid, and he is known for peace and unity. And in South Africa, we actually experienced boycott apartheid before these events too, and before Nelson Mandela became the president. And after that, we actually had 2010 South African World Cup, which actually took place in 2010. It was the first World Cup in South Africa, which united people across the countries. And in 2020 or 2019, if I'm not mistaken, we actually experienced COVID-19, which actually affected all of us across South Africa, across the world. It actually took our loved ones and actually left us with
Depopulated us.
yes, depopulated us actually. And actually after that experience, the load shedding, as it was mentioned earlier, that it actually played a negative role in our lives because we actually lacked many things because of the electricity. And as for me personally, actually even the event here, which was I went to initial school and it was Umgidi, called Umgidi, and that was an important event for me. It took place in 2025. It made me feel special, it made me feel like a person, it made me feel like me.
Yes. Actually, we need to be very grateful for Nelson Mandela because imagine a South Africa without peace, without reconciliating, the hatred. Imagine in South Africa, it would be a mess because now we have access to things that we never thought that our parents never got access to. So we're very grateful for freedom. We should be grateful for freedom. We should be grateful for ANC. We should be grateful for our forefathers who took part in reconciling this country. So my collage is about the end of apartheid. So apartheid basically is an Afrikaans word for apartness, which was used to differentiate between the white minority and the non-white majority. So on my collage, I have all the events that took place before the actual end of apartheid. So we have the Sharpeville massacre.
Can I see?
We have the Sharpeville massacre. We have the Revenue trial, which was the day Nelson Mandela was imprisoned. We have the Soweto uprising, which the students were protesting against Africans. We have the cry for freedom, the time where Nelson Mandela was released. And then we have the end of apartheid, which was the time whereby the apartheid laws were put on hold. Then we have our first national vote as the whole country. So this, the end of apartheid, personally, it shaped me because it gave me possibilities that I was born free in a country whereby I can be, despite of my race, despite of my color, be who I am or who I want to be. I have access to places that my forefathers and grandfathers never gained access to. But that doesn't make them worthless because I did. Being born free doesn't mean that I'm less weight than them, even though my history is not written in those books. But I'm also part of the history, and that was happening in South Africa.
So I thought that we were different. So my collage represents how my personal life is connected to history at different levels of time and space. So if, as you can see, this nice young man in the center is me. So at the center is me because my experiences, struggles, and achievements form part of history. So even though they are not recorded in textbooks, growing up in Cape Town shaped my identity, values, and understanding of diversity and shaped my identity, values, and understanding of diversity while studying at university. Is preparing me to influence future generations as a teacher. So basically it's influencing me to teach the future generation, which is the kids at the schools. So nationally, I am thinking about South Africa's political and economical conditions. So like you guys said, the COVID-19 like the load shedding, because that's mainly national, but the COVID-19 for instance. And then globally, issues such as climate change, conflict, and technological advancement influence my generation and future. So, for instance, I don't know if you guys know that they're creating robots. They're creating a lot of robots and so I feel that's going to affect us massively because technology is growing so much that the robots are going to take over us. So we're not going to have any purpose to do anything in life. So I don't know how we're going to live and read and eat.
And the crime rate in Cape Town, you'll forever be grateful, especially if you're living in the townships. You'll wake up and be grateful that you will wake up tomorrow without being robbed, without being killed, guns, everything, crime.
Yes.
Yeah.
People,
What are you wearing when you're going photo?
Okay, so on this specific photo was taken, it's funny we're talking about this because in a few weeks I'll be celebrating this. So this is this Eid photo. So it was like a Christmas photo, this was my Eid photo. So what I'm currently wearing, to answer your question, is it's called a salah. So this is a top, it's in our culture, in Cape Town specifically, we wear this while we pray. So when we pray, this is what we wear, but in other countries, it's not like something that is mandatory upon us. We don't need to wear it, but it's our form of, new clothes or good clothes to wear while we basically worshiping on God.
I like that you use that photo also. That's why I'm asking because it's a traditional attire, so it kind of links to just you being yourself and the country you're born.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's
like
nice.
us celebrating our culture.
Yes.
So when you back home,
Because he's talking about himself and how
yeah.
this country.
You remember him talking about Umgidi. It's
Yes.
more a form of transforming from.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked you.
Yeah.
But guys, in all of that, man, we do have a lot of events that might have been bad, but we still have some good events that happened to us as a country, which made us happy. Like when you spoke about the FIFA World Cup, which year was it? In 2010. That year, everyone.
Is a FIFA World Cup coming soon, isn't it?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, it's not next year.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, I
Even
think
though we didn't
so.
win the World Cup, but everyone was rejoicing. Everyone
Everyone
was
was
excited.
happy. It was
Everyone was
we
happy.
share happiness from Africa as a continent.
Yeah,
It
Africa
brought
as a
us
continent,
together.
yeah.
Yes, it brought us
Songs like
together.
this, everyone was happy. Yeah.
Yes, it brought us together in happiness for once instead of just crying and sadness. So yeah, we should be grateful.
Thank you guys for sharing your experiences.